Mango 7 Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7. Today is going to be a big patch reveal and we're going to go through it. I'm really excited. I just finished watching the KR live stream and it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed a lot of the things they revealed. Unfortunately, still no mention of gold or anything like that or stamina changes, but overall everything they did in that presentation I really enjoyed. So let's talk about the patch first, and then hopefully by the time we're done somebody will have a summary of the event, because it was honestly in KR and I was looking at pictures. So let's just take a look at this here. So I did see some of the skins coming. No spoilers, because some people might not be there yet. We'll see them together, don't worry. We're getting the Akan Exile Colony, which is apparently like a place people got sent as a prison, and then the prison people like kind of did it and then had babies and then became their own little community. So kind of cool here, kind of excited to see what's going on. We're just going to skip through most of this because it's honestly the same as it always is, just a bunch of rewards here, bunch of rewards. We can see Lena here gifts some stuff. Yep, we can get this as always. We have a Breath of Orbis, which is great. A crit damage weapon, Perlucia's Mercenary's Sword, which is kind of interesting to me because honestly, I have insane destruction weapons already, so this specifically isn't good for me, but that's just because I've been really lucky with that one piece of gear. But I'm assuming it's going to be attack, crit rate, crit damage. Yeah, attack, crit damage, effectiveness. Really, really good weapon. Pretty much everybody who has even a semblance of a crit damage set should try to get this ASAP, because the potential from this weapon is just monstrous. We're also getting a Violet banner with Violet Talisman. I have infinity of all of those and I don't need any more, so I'm not personally going to be summoning. I personally don't think you should either. I think Violet's a great unit, but I think right now maybe not better options, but I don't think he's as good as maybe somebody potentially coming up. And we have our new waifu all-arounder Wanda, who just reminds me of my IRL waifu, who is Taylor Swift. Definitely looks similar to me for some reason. The eyes are the same, the hair is the same, the way she wears her glasses is the same, the ribbon is even the same. And I'm pretty excited for her. That said, I'm pretty disappointed with her skill 3. I think her skill 3 is not good, but I think her skill tree makes up for it. And we did see this on stream again. But what they did was added a 50% chance to make them unhealable for 2 turns on one shot, one kill, which is just something I don't think she needed. I don't think it really helps it. I don't think it really solves the problems with it either, but you can't really argue because, again, the stuff in the skill tree, which we'll hit in just a second, is going to be worth it. So to spec change her, we can see here, let's look at her rune enhancements. Do they show what it takes for a spec change? I don't think they have here, but just to tell you guys, I think it was something about hunts, it was something about sunstone badges, and it was something else. It was in Korean, so it was hard to read. By hard to read, I mean I literally cannot read Korean, so pretty excited for this. And the most important part of her is going to be this. She's getting 12% effectiveness increase, 15% HP, all things she desperately needs as a base 3-star unit. She has a 15% increase on her combat readiness when using weak point, which is her skill 1. I really like this because I've personally been using my Wanda, who I do have 6-star plus 15 right now already before the patch. I've personally been using mine with Sword of Judgment, so that's like a double chance of 15% combat readiness, which will just add up a ton. Also, this is where it starts to get really cool. 100% chance to grant stealth for 2 turns when using one shot, one kill. So after she uses her skill 3, she will stealth from it. I'm not sure how that works with counterattacks. Like if she gets counterattacked, does that break her stealth? I honestly have no idea. Also increases the hit chance of weak point by 40%. So this means you have, I don't know how to word this correctly or the right way to go about it, but it helps you not miss. So stuff like a Cartuja, stuff like Moonlight Dreamblade, stuff like that will negate a lot of that, 40% of it actually. Also increases the hit chance of one shot, one kill by 70%, which is a lot. So that should pretty much negate everything for all of that. I love that. That's so cool. And then it gets even better. It has a 15% chance to be granted increased speed for 2 turns at the end of the turn. I love that. That's such a cool little thing. Whew, and another one here has a 25% chance to decrease cooldown of one shot, one kill by one turn when using weak point against a targeted enemy. And also increases the chance of inflicting unhealable by 50%, so it's up to 100% on her skill 3. That said, I really like her skill set. I think she's going to be fun to use. I still think she's got problems with her skill 3. Like, I was personally hoping for it to just remove debuffs first, or remove buffs first, and then have it go through that, or just ignore buffs or something like that, because she does kind of get just walled by immunity, as so many other people do. But I do like that she stealths after. I do like that she has the speed buff. I do like the combat readiness. I like a lot of this. I think she's really, really cool. Really enjoy this. The new exclusive equipment, and these ones I was very underwhelmed by, but this is the translated version, so hopefully these ones are better than I read. So Kayron is getting 6 to 12% crit chance, which is a fantastic base. She's only getting 10% damage and 10% damage on his skill 1 and skill 3 through his EEs, and his third one is inflict silence for 1 turn on his skill 3. So I'm personally not happy with his exclusive equipment. I think other people got better ones and needed them worse. But they're not bad. You can't really argue with increased damage or silence. I just don't think it's as good as it could be, or I don't think it solved the problems that Kayron kind of needed help with. We're also getting Lytica's exclusive equipment, 8 to 16% effectiveness, 20% extra damage on Wild Rose. I don't think I like that one unless you're using like Sword of Judgment mainly. And the other one is combat readiness reduction by an additional 5% on Wild Rose. I do like that one. That one's a little bit better. And her Thorn Brush, which is her skill 2 question mark? I think that's her skill 2. Dispels an additional buff, which is pretty cool. But still not sure on this skill set. I do like it, though. I do think the middle Wild Rose will help a lot for PvE when she's used for stuff like that. I think this definitely makes her a little more versatile if you're looking for just pure damage Wild Rose, if you're looking for a little bit more CR manipulation skill 2, and if you're looking for some PvP shenanigans, maybe Thorn Brush. And then we have Roman, unexpected Roman here, and not sure what to think about him. His first one, Gravity Arrow, has a 75% chance to dispel a buff from an enemy. Seems kind of underwhelming, since from what I understand from him, he was like a skill 3 focused unit. Like, you really focused on his skill 3. His gravitation has a 50% chance to dispel 1 buff from all enemies, and his other gravitation grants a barrier to the caster for 2 turns, and barrier strength increases proportionate to the caster's max health. So unfortunately, it's just for him. It's not for his whole team. But the cool thing is it's 5 to 10 speed. Honestly, I don't even know what Roman's skill does. That's something I am super unfamiliar with his skill set. That said, we may have a little more sneak peeks of Roman in just a second here. I'm not sure if it's in these notes. But we have equipment conversion, improvement, and fixes. This one is fantastic. It basically makes it so you don't need to put in any upgraded gear whatsoever, and you can get the epic quality from it. Obviously, you shouldn't do what they're doing right now, because they're throwing in like blues and... or not blues, they're throwing in like 55s and 70s in here, which makes it so you don't get an 85. But it just goes to show how little you need now versus before. That is awesome. I'm really hyped for this. This is a monstrous change for this, and it's definitely a step in the right direction. That said, they did not mention anything about gold or stamina from what I understand, and those are always the 2 base problems IMO. So this is a step in the right direction, but I still think we need some of the base changes to really make this a better place to be. So they're also going to compensate at a separate notice, which is understandable because it must be really hard to pick apart each account and what they did and find a way to compensate people for this. You're also increasing the limit of equipment conversion chests, and these are random still. You'll be able to buy 1 with 350, which is exciting. So 1 with the Proof of Valor stuff and 1 with the regular stuff. I forget what the crests are called. They're also reducing the limit of doing it, I think. And finally, it took them a flipping year, but we're finally getting a lobby that is Christmas themed. It took them a literal year to do a themed lobby, and I'm so excited for it because this is the type of thing Epic 7 means to me. For me, Epic 7 means themes and friendship with the characters and interactions and animations and visuals and aesthetics and just a feeling of cohesive universe of just awesome animations and awesome graphics. So seeing something like this just makes my day. It's one of the things I've been personally asking for since basically day one, like literally day one of the game. I've been asking for improvements to the lobby, since I think it makes such a difference to the game for people like me who really enjoy that stuff. They're also changing some stuff here, some bugs. Collie's relationship, cool. Guild improvements, guild check-in, ancient coins, guild type, cool. Pet system improvement. Ooh, okay, this is new. I didn't see this. So the consumption of handmade snacks for repeat battles will be changed so that they are consumed at the end of the battle after instead of the start of battle. Okay, that does nothing. Will not be consumed. Improvements will be made. Okay. Oh, so there's not actually any improvements. It's just visual improvements. Game UI improvements. Oh, thank the Lord. Praise whoever the Lord is in the E7 universe. Praise Dish. Praise somebody. We desperately needed this. And hide max level heroes. Oh my god, you can't make me happy enough. Hide ingredients. Oh lordy. Oh lordy. Other cool things. Epic 7 will now load quicker. Yes. Load it as quick as you can. More issues here. I'm not going to read all these because most of them are little fixes, I think. Oh my god, look at Amomo. Oh my god, look at Aither. Oh my god, look at Angelica. Oh my god, who's flying the Arky and Raz? Ah, I love it. I love it. That's so exciting. Okay, so that's really, really exciting. Those are all the things in the patch notes right now. They did show us some other things, which I would like to show you folks in just a second. I'm going to go check to see if they've added it here. I don't think they have, so we're gonna have to open up Reddit. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so we're gonna be seeing Straze's alt here. He literally splits multiple galaxies and or worlds. I think it's really cool. They didn't say if we're getting him or anything, but he's definitely an enemy right now. I don't think we're gonna be getting him anytime soon, but we do see his animations there. We're also getting a new Moonlight 4-star, which is gonna be Roman. I'm not sure what he does yet. I don't know if they showed that or what this imprint is at the bottom left, but I do know it seems to be really focused on his armor. Like if you look at his skill 2 here, it's got a passive for his armor. Don't know what that means. I hope it's something related to like his religion or something like that. I'm really interested to see the story behind him. There's also a little bit of his animation here. I don't know what that says again. Maybe you folks can translate it, but his animation looked pretty cool, and it looked like an AoE. He is a light mage as well. And the most important part is the Fire Cecilia skin here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. She is thick, and she is thick. Fire Knight Cecilia. This is not for Moonlight Cecilia. I've already got my Fire CC at +7. I'm really excited for this, and I cannot wait to get this skin. There's also an Aither skin coming, which, let me go open Reddit again. And we were teased with this on Facebook as well. You can see the one on the right is CC. The one in the middle looks definitely like Iseria, and the one on the left looks so much like Aither. There's no way it's not Aither. If we take a look at somebody on Reddit who did this, we can see that the star there at the top of his head matches up. The little bun on the side there also matches up. You can see Charles in the background there. You can see all the hair just matches perfectly. So there's no way that's not an Aither skin, which is really, really exciting. I'm not sure how they're going to handle this. I really hoped it was Guider Aither because I have a +10 Guider Aither. I just spat on my screen. Everybody pretend that didn't happen. Keep watching the video. And I'm just really excited for this. And finally, there's one more thing which they did announce-ish on the KR stream, I think. Don't get me wrong, I may be wrong, but I was watching it in Korea and I heard them talk about buffs, and I heard the name Ravi. So I feel like there's going to be Ravi buff announcements very soon. I think they said Thursday or Friday, and also I believe they mentioned Kisei as well. Those were the only two I heard that they mentioned. So all the buff A Ravi people must be getting their wish, which is exciting for me because I honestly thought she was great already. So overall, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always. I really think this was a wonderful patch. I loved how they showed it on the Care stream. I wish it was in English too, but the Care version was very, very pleasant to watch. And let's keep praying for more stamina and more gold. But for now, let's be happy with these skins and definitely take this as a step in the right direction. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody.